Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers ex-coach Darvin Ham had talks to join Western Conference rival, report. Over the course of decades watching NBA coaches rise up the ranks from backbencher to top assistant to burgeoning young head coach, there is an assessment that rings true of many very good assistant coaches. As head coaches, they are very good assistant coaches. Such was the case with recently fired Lakers coach Darvin Ham. And despite the possibility of a year off and despite the massive disappointment he oversaw this season, Ham could get back to an NBA bench quickly. In fact, The Athletic reports, Ham already talked with the Lakers' division rival Warriors as a candidate to join the staff of Steve Kerr. The Warriors could lose assistant coach Kenny Atkinson, who was a candidate for the Cavaliers' job. Wrote The Athletic's Anthony Slater, the Warriors had some conversation with former Los Angeles Lakers head coach Darvin Ham in recent weeks, per league sources. That isn't expected to materialize. But it is a signal of the Warriors' desire to add a big-name assistant, and indications are they are in search of either a former head coach or former player to fill the role. As for the Lakers' coaching search, things are currently in a holding pattern, with J.J. Redick still the clear favorite to walk from the television analyst chair straight into the most high-profile coaching job in the sport. The Lakers have been patient in their search, interviewing a handful of candidates and not leaping at the prospect of hiring Redick, who is believed to have the backing of star forward LeBron James. The two started a podcast together, Mind the Game, in March, which the cynical among us took as a precursor to James pushing Redick as the Lakers' next coach, even as Ham still held the job. But even as the Lakers have kept up the pretense of a thorough coaching search, with former Hornets coach James Borrego the other top candidate, chatter has persisted that Redick might already be building a coaching staff. Dan Woik of the LA Times said on the Rogan and Rodney show that he has heard the Lakers' potential staff could include ex-Lakers point guard Rajon Rondo, as well as Borrego, former head coach Scott Brooks and former Laker Jared Dudley, now an assistant with Jason Kidd and the Mavericks. Ham went 90-74 in 2 seasons with the Lakers, taking the team from the play-in tournament to the Western Conference Finals last season. The Lakers were 47-35 this season in a difficult conference, and were ultimately KO'd from the playoffs by the Nuggets in the first round, in a 5-game series. There may have been some awkwardness during his chat with the Warriors. Remember, during the 2023 NBA playoff series between the Warriors and the Lakers, a series LA won in 6 games on the way to the Western Conference Finals, Coach Steve Kerr used the post-game interview podium several times to make public pleas to the NBA. He accused LA of getting away with rampant flopping during the series. The Lakers, Kerr insisted, were flopping and being rewarded for it. A month later, appearing on the #ThisLeague podcast, Ham fired back at Kerr's flopping comments. He indicated Kerr was playing chess, playing poker, whatever you want to call it, guys trying to give themselves any and every chance in every possible way to come out on top of a situation and be victorious. It's lame as hell. Perhaps we know why Ham won't be joining the Warriors, after all. James Harden explains why Kobe Bryant is the GOAT. James Harden is one of the many Los Angeles-based kids who dream of playing basketball to live out that dream at the highest level. The 2018 MVP was asked by Hoops Hype, who he considers the GOAT of basketball, which led Harden to reveal why he views Kobe Bryant as the GOAT and how the Black Mamba made him fall in love with basketball. There was only one person who made me fall in love with the game, and that's Kobe Bryant. Being from LA and being a Lakers fan, watching him grow up and win several championships and his passion and love and what he did for the game of basketball, I think the world, feels the same way, but that's why I started playing basketball. The skill set and things that I've learned, I kind of picked up on my own, but as far as falling in love with the game, it's definitely been Kobe. Growing up in LA, Harden got to watch Kobe in his prime on the Lakers. Bryant is the primary reason why most LA-based players in the NBA dream of playing for the Lakers. The aura of that jersey when Kobe wore it is unmatched. People can hate aura conversations, but that's what inspires young players, as we've seen with Kobe's impact on a whole generation of hoopers. Bryant averaged 25.0 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 4.7 assists in his 20-year tenure with the Lakers. In that time, he won 5 championships, 2 Finals MVPs, and a regular season MVP. In addition to that, Kobe was a 15-time All-NBA selection, 18-time All-Star selection, and made 12 All-Defense teams. He is easily one of the defining figures of 2000s basketball, with his impact on the game being felt through the multiple players he inspired to pursue the sport at the highest level. Kobe arguably had the strongest relationship with Kyrie Irving among the modern crop of NBA players. With Irving headed to his 4th NBA Finals this season on the Dallas Mavericks, Irving reflected on the mentorship and impact of Kobe on his career. "I don't know if anyone here has ever lost a mentor. Even if you guys didn't talk every day, there was still that connection that they were gonna always be there for you. It wasn't just him, it was his family as well who supported me unconditionally. I miss Kobe Bryant every single day because he was such a big presence and he knew what his superpowers were. It wasn't on the court but how he approached life. His life lessons transcended basketball and sport." The loss of Kobe still hurts the basketball world, especially with the players who idolized him still playing in the NBA without him being courtside. Players like Kyrie and Harden aren't alone, with the likes of Klay Thompson, LeBron James, Devin Booker, and so many more players still actively grieving Bryant's passing in January 2020. Irving has a chance to showcase the Mamba mentality on full display in the NBA Finals against another player who looked up to Kobe in Jason Tatum. This finals series will be sensational to watch, with Irving averaging 22.8 points, 3.9 rebounds, and 5.2 assists heading into it. Report: Lakers among teams interested in trading for Western Conference star. The Los Angeles Lakers are expected to explore potential avenues to add an elite scorer this offseason, and Utah Jazz star Lauri Markkanen is one player who is reportedly on their radar. Markkanen is entering the final season of his contract, and Jazz executive Danny Ainge will likely at least explore the possibility of trading the 7-foot forward. According to Sean Devaney of Heavy.com, the Lakers may have interest. Markkanen averaged 23.2 points and 8.2 rebounds per game this season. He averaged 25.6 points and 8.6 rebounds and was named an All-Star for the first time in his career the year before. Markkanen has also shot nearly 40% from three-point range over the past 2 years, which is why one general manager told Devaney that Markkanen could be a dream target for LA. The GM also mentioned the Miami Heat and New York Knicks as potential suitors. "There are a few teams that, when you look at it, he is going to be their dream target," the GM said. "The Lakers, you get a guy like him with Anthony Davis, and that's perfect for both guys. The Knicks would love to get hold of him. The Heat, again, put him with Bam Adebayo, and that is the pair you want to build around. You can send Jimmy Butler wherever he wants. Just the floor spacing aspect of it, it's so valuable. He could make things easier on your stars." Of course, there will be plenty of interest in Markkanen if the Jazz make the 27-year-old available. Markkanen has missed 43 games over the last 2 seasons due to injury, but it would not be a surprise if several teams view him as worth the risk. If that is the case, the Lakers might have a difficult time matching offers from rivals. We know of at least one other top scorer that the Lakers could make a run at, but Markkanen is an intriguing option for them. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Lauri Markkanen? Leave your opinion in the comments.